I don't know when you guys are going to see this video, but this is the new First Light Furnace hoodie. Furnace is my favorite heavyweight merino wool that I wear almost every time I'm hunting from 45, 50 degrees on down. So it's very important to me, but they finally made it into a hoodie with a dark brown color. So check out the link. They have it in a Fuse hoodie, and then also, which is a midweight, and then also into a t-shirt. So pretty cool overall upgrade that they have coming out, and we love hoodies. So check it out, links in the description. But I switched trail cam companies, and I have a new favorite, and the Exodus guys, I consider them friends. Jake and Chad, I've had a lot of experience with them going all the way back to 2016. And even before, when they talked to me about working with them, I think it was a year or two before. And they started in 2014, small company. I've had a lot of really good success with their cameras. But for several reasons, I changed to Reveal, and people make comments. I've seen some comments online that just chasing the money and, really bowing down to the hunting industry and just, there's a lot of people that have no clue why. And that's why I want to come out with a video and why I think you should check them out too. Dylan and I, Kevin, Joe, we're at a really good position where we get to see every trail cam company that anybody has. We get to see them on our client parcels. We get to discuss what kind of trail camera we've been using. And consistently over the last few years, especially the last two, Reveal have really taken on storm. And I didn't fully understand a few years ago what they were all about. So, number one, the owners of Reveal, a lot of people don't realize, but one of them is right here from Holman. And we're across the river in Winona, so not too far away from my home, but they're also personal friends of ours. 4th of July, cookouts, barbecues, meet for lunch. That's our friend group. And so that's a big part of it too. The one friend, Ben Stern, his wife, and his son, been out to dinner with us. I mean, that's kind of our friend group, but he tried to get me to come on with Tacticam even. He said, I know he can't get you with the Reveal cameras, but really want you to come on with Tacticam. So that's a discussion we've had over the last year. I've used Tacticams before, and I love them because I don't like bringing out all the camera equipment into the stand. And so we'll talk about that in a second, but that was a big part of it. So close friends, and part of that close friends, been together with Jen for the last couple of years, and with Jen, she came with a big arsenal of Tacticams or Reveals cameras because she's been friends with the Sterns for years. And so she actually had Reveal cameras before they even came out on the market. In fact, most of the ones that she had that she brought with her were prototypes. And so never really first run, and that's what a lot of our cameras are. So I've been able to see Jen use those cameras and experience those for 2 years, a lot more at a lot higher level, between 15 and 20 cameras for each year. So at a lot higher level than a lot of people would. So I got to actually experience these firsthand and watch them in use for a long time. And so I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed getting to know the cameras well before even thinking about wanting to be a part of them. So friend groups, friends of Jen's, a lot of long-time associations and friendships here. And that's a huge part of it because I like friendships in the hunting industry, and we'll hope to continue this one for a long time. We were in Minnesota Bear Camp last year, different, and even Exodus, they've always been a part of our charity events, and it was so important to Tacticam Reveal that in our long-term contract, it's written in they get to help with Camp Kicking Bear in our event we have on Father's Day. So that meant a lot to me that they recognize the importance of that and getting youth involved in hunting. That was a big aspect of it too. Not that Exodus didn't, but we're going to take that to a higher level of partnership during that event as well. Incredible night pics. It's one thing about cell cameras, these dang cell cameras, that the night pics are blurry. And unless you're spending $700, $800 for a camera, typically the nighttime pics weren't that great. Nighttime pics on the Reveal I don't know if there's any better. There might be some that are identical. Take a high dollar camera, but really, I don't think there's really any better. We get very clear, crystal clear nighttime pics, and I really, really like that. Something that's important to me. Pictures and video. So now we get clear nighttime video too. Now I know Exodus has come out with a new camera, but Reveal they've had the ability for a long time where we can get videos and pictures sent to our phone at the same time. We love that. Love getting those videos. We get 10-second clip. It stores right on their app. So when Dylan wants to pull videos from our app, he can simply just go to our HD video area and pull them from there. So we're actually getting those sent to our phone, and I really appreciate that now. That's something I enjoy. And all I can say is there's big things to come with that in the near future. And even the daytime photos, the clarity of the daytime photos, let's just say there's big things to come with that in the near future. And really, the cameras that are out there right now, the X and the X Pro, really huge upgrades for not only taking nighttime video, but nighttime photos, daytime photos, and get this. Now I don't have to have 2 cameras on one tree. We had a lot of 2 cameras on one tree, one for getting video, B-roll, and one for getting pictures. I like video because I think you get to learn a little bit more about those bucks. I get to see where they're coming from, what they're following, and just get a bigger picture of movement, and I love that. Price point. Price point is awesome with the Reveal, and I don't want to let too much out of the bag, but it's their entire marketing and price point is different than almost any other cell cam company. So you get a high quality, very high quality camera at what I think is a lot lower price than the average out there and average quality that they're competing against. And so for $100 to $150, you get a very high quality camera and that does a lot. And as Dylan pointed out, very user friendly. Dylan's used Reveal for 2 years now.
2 falls. Yep.
Yeah, 2 falls. And so it's you know, we both have a lot of experience with that, and very easy to set up. The price point is great because although we have clients that are willing to spend hundreds of dollars times 10 for cameras, most are happy to spend $150, $100 times 30 instead. And so that's a really good thing. You can really push the number of trail cameras. The price point per camera per month is still the same, about $10 a month. So that's a really good thing on a Tactacam owned app, which is kind of cool. Innovation. Innovation to me is second to none. Ben, our friend, is a mad scientist, I refer to him as. He calls himself a deer nerd, but bottom line is he's always innovating. He came up with a Tactacam, and I greatly appreciate the story about that, where he wanted to get his video of his grandfather in his last years of hunting and capture that, and it just blew up. And so from there, they were able to start Reveal cameras. And so I can really appreciate all that and that background. But bottom line is the innovation. We have many different prototypes. They're coming out with, a lot of other trail cam companies come out with 1 or 2 here and there, and they really don't change the software just cosmetically, but they're actually changing the guts and what's in these cameras several times a year. There's some models that you guys will never see that we get to play around with. There's some models we have that were discontinued almost as soon as they came out because they didn't really like them. They didn't have faith in them, and so they go back to the drawing board. And I love that innovation. And it's not just innovations, we get to be a part of that. So I get to see all this new stuff that's coming down. I get to have input into what I think works great, what I'd like to see in the cameras, and it's great to have someone come to you. And not that, again, Exodus didn't appreciate the relationship. I'm not knocking that. It's just that they really came at me hard and wanted me to be a part of the whole operation of putting cameras out there and using the Tactacams and getting to experiment with things and play with things, and that was awesome. Long-term contract, that was important to us. I don't have to worry about this. Most of my companies that are very serious with what we do and enjoy working with us are all long-term, meaning I don't want to switch around. I don't want to change, and that's my commitment to them. And there's so much going on with Tactacam Reveal that a long-term contract I wanted to do, and they did too. So that was important. Tactacam, I love them. Again, I carry arms out. I carry a 4th arrow arm. I film with a DSLR sometimes. Sometimes I remember to turn it on. Sometimes I don't. You know, Dylan will ask sometimes, you get it on film? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't bring out the camera, but I didn't set it up. So, and Dylan knows, like, I'm not out there to professionally film, so it's just sometimes cool to get it on video, especially the shot. Dylan has so much B-roll for building up to hunts, and that's why Dylan and I, we probably hunt 15 times together. Yeah, something like that a year on average. Since 2016, it used to be more, but we still hunt together a lot. But bottom line is, with the Tactacams and a remote control around your neck, you just push the on button for 3 seconds and it turns on. So I have it already affixed to my bow. We'll have them affixed to any other weapon we use. And so I really love that. And the innovation they put into that. It's Tactacam, did they call it Tactacam 6.0 for a reason? There's been a lot of innovation since they first started into image stabilization and autofocus, capturing things that are moving. There's a lot of great things. Now they have an actual screen that we can look at on the top of the camera right on my stabilizer so I can see that it's on and I can see what it's filming. It's pretty cool. So that was something that was a big feature to us that we were looking at with Reveal, and the two just came together. So it's a dual product contract, and I really appreciate that. That was important to us. Now we can have them on all our weapons. Doesn't matter if Jen's using it, Dante, anybody that's in our fold that's hunting. It's easy to put them on and capture the moments. User-friendly app. It's a Tacticam app. This isn't another company that XYZ Trail Camera is using, and then a lot of other cameras are a part of it. This is a Tacticam app. There's a lot of cool things. They're always innovating. Again, they're always changing things that are coming out in that app. And finally, part of new huge things. What do I mean by that? Whether it's new Tacticams, new reveals that are coming out constantly every year, several a year, and other things that are going on, things that are happening in the future. And also, we actually get to create videos for Tacticam on their YouTube channel 2 a month. That's part of our contract. I like companies that use us as much as we can them, and it's a good relationship back and forth. I want to work for these companies more. We're out filming all the time anyways, so to add another video, to add more B-roll for another company, to get still shots or whatever we do, it's pretty easy because we're filming 50 times a year. We don't have to make this stuff up. A lot of hunting industry companies have product days where they have cameras and crew in and they go through a list of all their products and just shoot film. We don't do that. We use them as we use them. That's why we don't like partnering with companies or products that we don't believe in, because we actually have to use this stuff and enjoy using it. And I want to tell you, I mean, for a lot of reasons that I feel blessed to work with Reveal and Tacticam. And like I say with Exodus, I'm not going to say, I didn't say with Exodus, I don't say with my Matthews bows, I don't say with redneck blinds, I don't say these are the best blinds, cameras, or bows, because I haven't used every camera, blind, or bow in the hunting industry. But what I can say is for friendships, relationships, for long-term goals and planning, for my passion, for my career, and for my love of all things whitetails, I can fully recommend Reveal cameras by Tacticam, the Tacticams themselves. I have a lot of experience with them. I enjoy them. And you know, there's one thing I skipped over, that vertical ratio. I'll go over that really quick. I don't know why it was in my head right there, but I use a lot of mock scrapes. We angle cameras down. If it's more of a horizontal ratio in that picture, then a lot of times you're missing feet, you're missing head. So with Tacticam, it's got more of a vertical perspective. What that means is we can be closer to a mock scrape, we can angle that camera down, and we still get toes to antler tips, and it covers in that entire picture. That's another thing we really like too. But bottom line, to be a part of something huge that I can fully recommend and have a lot of experience with, again, I feel blessed to work with Reveal, Tacticam. I hope they do too, and I hope we can continue that journey and a relationship as a partnership together for many years to come. Hey, I'm really excited to introduce to you our Hills and Thermals web class. It's something we worked on all year. We're trying to put lots of facets of scouting, aerial imagery, diagrams on the whiteboard to really teach you how the wind moves through hills and how you should find bedding areas, how it relates to deer movements in general, how that relates to, this is a bedding area stand, this is a food source afternoon stand. We really tried to put this together and offer you a complete picture of how to navigate hills and find better success consistently where you hunt.